Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Come into our house of hope and love, of peace and justice, of wholeness and healing. We welcome the certain and the seeking, the lifers and the newcomers, the beloved and the brokenhearted, all of whom can find a home in our community, Throop Unitarian Universalist Church, where we go love the world from the heart of Pasadena. If you're new to Throop, we would love to stay in touch. You can fill out an info card found in the pew and give it to an usher later in the worship service, or simply leave it on the back table. Welcome, once again. We're glad you're here. Each one of us is a light in the world. The flame from our chalice symbolizes and reflects that light.
Our time together in worship is intimately connected with our daily lives. As a symbol of that connection, we light our chalice with a flame from our candles of hope and witness. Today may be a good day, but good days seem complicated these days. Many of us are angry and hurting, disillusioned, even in despair. We wish to change things that we do not have the power to change alone. But we are here together in community. Release your tensions into this space. Let them filter through the light of the stained glass or the air touching your skin. Allow yourself the gift of worship. We light a second candle to honor the people and ancestors whose lands we now occupy. The land under and around Throop is the unceded land of the Gabrielino Tongva Band of Mission Indian people. May this knowledge and awareness lead us into dismantling systems of supremacies and oppressions. We light a third candle, symbolizing our watershed, the Oreo Seco. May their waters continue to nourish life in our communities. We take a moment of silence, holding all of these in our hearts. Please rise as your body and spirit allow for our opening hymn, number 347, Gather the Spirit, found in the gray hymn.
Gather the Spirit, harvest of power, our separate fires will kindle one flame. Witness the mystery of this hour, cause in this heart appear all the same. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then, gather in hope, compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again. Gather the spirit of heart and mind, seeds for sowing our latest store, nurtured in love and a conscience refined, the body and spirit united once more. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then, gather in hope, compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again.
Now is the time where we turn to each other and welcome, say hello.
I'm moving it down.
Great.
It's a little easier for Allegro, but you'll have to bend down. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
once again.
Please join me in reciting the Throop promise to our planet found in your orders of worship. As members of living beings, of the family of living beings on Earth, we are guided by the Unitarian Universalist principle of respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are a part. With hearts filled with love for it, eyes nurtured by its beauty, and minds ruminating on ways to protect its sacred and scarce resources, we promise to nurture the well-being of all life and of the planet itself.
Today's responsive reading is from verse 1 of the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, translated by Brian Brown Walker. The congregational response for this is, we must seek out wonder and seize it for ourselves. If you can practice that one time with me, that would be great. We must seek out wonder and seize it for ourselves. Great. Tao is beyond words and beyond understanding. Words may be used to speak of it, but they cannot contain it. We must seek out wonder and seize it for ourselves. Tao existed before words and names, before heaven and earth, before the 10,000 things. It is the unlimited father and mother of all limited things. We must seek out wonder and seize it for ourselves. Therefore, to see beyond boundaries to the subtle heart of things, dispense with names, with concepts, with expectations and ambitions and differences. We must seek out wonder and seize it for ourselves. Tao and its many manifestations arise from the same source, subtle wonder within mysterious darkness. This is the beginning of all understanding. We must seek out wonder and seize it for ourselves.
All right, we're going to try something new today with the children. I'd like for any children that feel open to it, and any parents with young children that feel open to it, to come up to the chancel, and you can come experience what it's like to stand up here. And those of you who'd like to, the children, I know my son might be into this, blow out a candle, and then Allegra will help you relight it, or will relight it for you. And if you feel up for it, maybe you could even answer a question into my microphone. Do we have any takers? Yes! Come on up. Yeah, come on up. Hi, bud. Do you want to go blow out a candle? Yeah, and you can, and Allegra will help you. Hi, everyone. Hi. Do you want to answer a question? What is your favorite color? Can you say your name, first of all, and what is your favorite color today?
My name is Julian.
Julian, thank you very much. Thanks for having the strength to come up here. And what's your favorite color today? Just today. I like your intensity.
I don't know.
Well, you don't have to know. It's just today. Maybe we have no favorite colors today. Do you want? Okay. All right. Anybody else want to answer what their favorite color is today? Anybody interested? Come on over. I see your name. Do you want to say it into the mic?
Sure, my name's Bryden.
Right on, Bryden. Thanks for coming up here. What's your favorite color today?
Oh, blue.
Word. A lot of blue in this building, so it's a good day for you. Want to say hi? What's your name?
My name is Clara.
Clara, nice to meet you. What's your favorite color today?
Lavender with 2% pink.
No. You have to repeat that because I need to take that in again.
Lavender with 2% pink.
2% pink. How do you have such a clear understanding of that exact shade? What does that come from?
Like, you know the thing, like when you're like looking for a color like on Google and it has like this thing and you like drag the circle to find the color? I found like the lavender with the 2% pink.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Do you two want to come over and say hi? You don't have to. No pressure. You want to say hi? Will you say your names? Sorry, my mic is a little far away. Will you come this way for me? And then say your names, and then what is your favorite color today?
My name is Isla. My name is Haya.
Oh, so great. Thank you very much.
My favorite color today is pink.
Awesome.
My favorite color is red.
Wow. Did you say red? Yes. Thank you.
My name is Haya.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I confused you. My fault. Thank you very much. All right, did everyone get to say hi? Thank you so much. We're going to sing our song for the kids now. Thank you all for having the courage to come up.
For you shall go out in joy. For you shall go out in joy and come back in peace. And come back in peace. For you shall go out in joy. For you shall go out in joy and come back in peace. And come back in peace. Blessed be.
Still my turn. Hi, everyone. My name is Nick D'Augusto. I am the intern minister here at Throop. I will be for all of the next church season. Thank you. And my pronouns are he, him. I'm a white, cishet, endosex male. I'm endosex because I'm not intersex. And I'm 6'1", slender, and I'm wearing a blue floral shirt with my rust-colored pants. And we do that, we name these things for people that have different disabilities that they might be dealing with, either here or online. Now is a time for pondering, and I'd like all of you to try to remember a time. Hopefully it's not too hard. It will be harder for some than others. But try to find that place in yourself when you were young, could have been very young, could have been in your teens, anywhere in between, where you felt seen and heard by someone, and you felt like you were being welcomed into a more mature sense of yourself and the world around you. And try to recapture what that feeling was like. If and when you're ready, our pondering hymn is Breaths, number 1001, number 1001 in our teal hymnals.
Listen more often to things than to please. Listen more often to things than to please. 'Tis the ancestors' prayer when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' prayer in the voice of the waters. Those who have died have never, never left. The dead are not under the earth. They are in the rustling trees, they are in the groaning woods, they are in the crying grass, they are in the moaning rocks. The dead are not under the earth. So listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to beings. 'Tis the ancestors' prayer when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' prayer in the voice of the waters. Those who have died have never, never left. The dead have a pact with the living. They are in the woman's breast, they are in the wailing child. They are with us in our homes, they are with us in this crowd. The dead have a pact with the living. So listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to beings. 'Tis the ancestors' prayer when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' prayer in the voice of the waters.
This church is our church. We support it through our gifts of time, our gifts of talent, and our gifts of treasure. You can give online. The directions are in the order of worship, or place your gift in the offering plate. If you are a first-time visitor, please let the offering plate pass you by. Thank you for supporting our life together. The offering will now be gratefully received.
Now touch the air softly, step gently 1, 2. I'll love you till roses are robin's egg blue. And I'll love you till gravel is eaten for bread, and lemons are orange, and lavender is red. Now touch the air softly, swing gently the broom. I'll love you till windows are all of a room, and the table is laid, the table is bare, and the ceiling reposes on bottomless air. I'll love you till heaven rips the stars from his coat, and the moon rows away in a glass-bottomed boat, and Orion steps down like a diver below, and the earth is ablaze and ocean aglow. So touch the air softly and swing the broom high. We will dust the gray mountains and sweep the blue sky. And I'll love you as long as the furrow the plow, and however is ever and ever is now. And I'll love you as long as the furrow the plow, and however is ever and ever is now. love you till heaven rips the stars from his coat, and the moon rows away in a glass-bottom boat, and Orion steps down like a diver below, and the earth is ablaze and ocean aglow. So touch the air softly and swing the broom high. We will dust the gray mountains and sweep the blue sky. I'll love you as long as the furrow the plow, and however is ever and ever is now. And I'll love you as long as the furrow the plow, and however is ever and ever is now.
In a spirit of gratitude, we lift up thanks to those supporting our worship service today. Steve, our live stream operator, Nathan, our lay reader, Faith with the children's program, Teresa and Jacqueline, our greeters and ushers, Tom, our coffee and conversation host, Malcolm and the choir on music, Jessica for administrative support, and Reverend Tara and Nick for their guidance and care. As we pause in recognition for all the ways we support our Throop community life, say with me the words in your order of service. With gratitude for the ministries of the church that hold us and embolden us to love the world, we bless our offering and the many gifts we share. Now we'll turn to our centering hymn, number 1020 in your teal hymnal.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know within we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. It will be hard, we know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We are going. Heaven knows where we are going, but we know it. We will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know it. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Will be hard, we know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. Oh yeah, yeah. 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 Oh yeah, yeah.
Today, in this very moment, I hope that you remember that no matter what doubts or discomforts you have about stepping in this church door today, what secular voices we hear in our minds that say, we shouldn't be here, this isn't cool. That we say, this isn't what I was taught, this isn't the way I was raised, my parents would have never wanted me to be in this space. That you remember that you are a part of an ancient tradition of holding a candle of witness against everything we dislike in the world around us. That will never change, and our witness can never change. Remember that you're a part of a tradition that will live on after us and has lived on for thousands of years before us. Our job here is to make that tradition feel alive.
Talk to me, talk to me. I've been trying to look inside your heart. Talk to me, talk to me. But silence keeps on pushing us apart. I want to know what you really see before it's too late and you're far away from me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. The voice is like a song I long to hear. Talk to me, talk to me. All these days will pass on into years. So if in doubt, remember that you're free. And all I want is for you to talk to me, talk to me. La 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 la. La 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 la. So if in doubt, remember that you're free. And all I want is for you to talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me.
An intern's theological primer, part 1. I'm sorry, I had to do that. I laughed so hard when I wrote the title of this sermon. I thought it was so funny to me. I hope some people are giggling. Hopefully you get it now. We're doing a crazy thing in Unitarian Universalism. We're part of a living religious tradition that is continually constructing a democratic, ethically liberal, and inclusive worship structure to suit the shifting demands of our everyday, complex, modern lives. That's what we're doing. Our religious history, first separately as Unitarians and Universalists, and then together as UUs starting in 1961, reflects a journey of distancing ourselves in stages and degrees from Christian dogmatic faith until we got so far away from Christianity in our group theology that we began openly accepting atheists and humanists into our congregations. Alongside that, which is how I got here, alongside that, we pledged an association-wide embrace, not always positive or perfect, and definitely still a work in progress, of all marginalized religious and cultural outsiders. And this religious, ethnic, racial, economic, gender, body, and ability pluralism is at the core of what we as UUs believe makes us great. Our commitment to radical, intercultural, interpersonal dialogue. This is our way through the confusion between absolute truths and moral relativism, where no one believes there's any truth. We reject the idea of one ultimate dogmatic truth, but we also don't believe that all ethical values are equal. We think our belief system is pretty open, but it's still our system. This is a difficult subject, and I'm going to be spending the rest of my ministry trying to figure this one out. But here, though, the great multiracial Hispanic liberation theologian Orlando Espín has some words to help us. Truth, because it exists only culturally for humankind, is and must always be polyphonic. And no one orchestra can ever claim to have the definitive and exclusive interpretation of a given composition. The admission of diversity does not necessarily imply relentless relativism. Rather, what we might culturally fear or label as relativism might in fact be no more than necessary and inevitable pluralism, which is a condition for the possibility of community. We believe truth and beloved community are found in our relationships to the diverse individuality in others, as well as the diversity within our planet and universe. It is part of our UU ethical vows to protect this planetary diversity, as well as provide a community in which the diversity of all humans can be in relationship to one another and mutually flourish. Part of our challenge, though, is in a system where we revere this pluralism, we also struggle to identify common language for our own UU theologies. This was part of the inspiration for the articulation of the new Article 2. Some of you might remember that I preached about that a couple of months ago. Love at the center. This is our motto. This is, for those of you that don't know, this just happened within the last few years. The whole UU association we are love at the center is the middle of our theological core today. And it'll change in the next 20 years. That's how we stay a living tradition. That marks an important step in the reintegration of theology in our religious movement, which is kind of funny, right? Like we kind of lost track of being religious. But we did, because we moved so far into an atheistic and humanistic point of view. We stopped even thinking that religion, as the leadership almost kind of forgot that religion has something to say. And yet, partly because I was raised devoutly Roman Catholic and taught to understand God as all-encompassing, both without and within, it's hard for me to feel grounded in the value of love alone. It's clear that our previous 7 principles, which were designed when our humanistic elements in our faith were strongest, that those 7 principles actively avoided trying to just come up with one idea for what we believe, and that's good. We can't have just one UU dogma. But does love say enough to me about what it means to be alive, or to die, or to ponder the origin of our universe? And I think these are common questions in our UU spaces because wherever we go, we don't find just UUs. We find UU humanists, UU Christians, UU pagans, UU Buddhists, Jewish UUs, Muslim UUs, UU religious naturalists. We're UUs because we feel comfortable in this religious structure, but we all hold our own personal theological frameworks. And these frameworks assist us in comprehending ancient beliefs and modern curiosities about things like the mysteries of life and death, the material and immaterial world, the divine and the nothingness, God, gods, or no God, the universe and the multiverse, etc., etc. But something I am asking myself is, what if these individual religious containers are also separating us from each other as UUs? A friend of mine was just called as settled minister, that's like getting tenure track as a minister, to a large congregation in the Midwest, and he was telling me that some of the smaller, more outsider religious communities in his new congregation, they're a lot bigger than Throop. And the smaller ones got together, and they wanted to gather and meet and greet to talk about each of their specific congregational needs and get some quality one-on-one time with the new minister. But the humanists reached out to him separately, asking if they could have their own, even smaller gathering alone, because they didn't feel all that aligned spiritually with the Buddhists and pagans and Jewish practitioners who were also going to attend the original smaller gathering. And I thought, what the heck is going on here? Like, do we really all see ourselves as separate, sub-dogmatic categories under the larger UU umbrella? And I think the answer must be on some level, yeah, absolutely. Which means there's a tension here, right? Intercultural dialogue is at the core of our UU truth-seeking and meaning-making. Community is found in our connection, where we share openly and authentically with each other, and where we truly get to know and care for each other. And yet, we are also a community of many smaller communities. We need to be able to separate into safe spaces where we can discuss and share ourselves in ways where we can let our guards down and not have to worry about translating our identities or our life situations for others who might not get it intuitively. And then this is why we have everything from local church affinity groups like parent-child gatherings to national UU organizations like Blue, Black Lives of Unitarian Universalism, or DRUM, Diverse and Revolutionary UU Multicultural Ministries, or CUPS, the Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans. Yeah, you gotta check it out. They're great. The problem is, if we hold to our personal UU beliefs, dogmas, and sub-communities too strongly, then we risk falling into a similar trap that we find in our larger society, namely that we feel too ideologically distant from one another to be in authentic relationship. The multiracial Hispanic feminist theologian Xochitl Alviso calls us, and me in particular, to heed this warning. There is no need for a single or unifying name under which all can or must come together. This requires theologians and ethicists to be willing to dwell in the discomfort of the rupture in knowledge that comes with intercultural engagement, the rupture in knowledge. So good, right? You're like, there's something amazing going on there, but it is not me. This rupture in knowledge, she continues, opens us up to the possibility of an intercultural communication that forms the basis of another rationality. Fresh readings and truths in our theologies that take seriously our diverse space and time, contexts, and particularities, and that move us toward renewed models of living together. Not one thing for everyone, but also something new we do together. So this is what I'm thinking about right now. What can be our new UU theologies and rationalities? Is there, for the Catholic boy in me at least, a rational, metaphysical framework that can encompass it all somehow? Well, I'll tell you. This is what I'm working on. I am drawn to the theological concepts of joy and wonder. Here is something I believe. Our universe exhibits an urge toward diversity. This diversity is manifested not only in the wide spectrum of life and materiality on our planet, right? Materiality, anything you see and touch, but the near infinite scale of majestic diversity in our cosmos. I think it is rationally justifiable that this cosmological impulse toward diversity calls us to mirror this impulse in our own lives. I believe we act in alignment with the innate creative impulses of our universe when we celebrate creativity and diversity within ourselves, within our human community, within our planet, and within the cosmos and all of existence. I believe this universal affirmation of coexistence within diversity engenders joy, and that the recognition of the eternal mystery of the universe's creative urge is a wondrous truth to behold. Joy and wonder, to me, feel practical, pragmatic, hopeful, easy to understand, and anchored in feelings. It's something I can share with others, something I can recognize when I experience it, something we can always find, even in the most grim moments and excruciating days and terrible years. Joy and wonder are a part of us. They are points within our beings to which we are always innately trying to return. They also can call us to action on behalf of others in our communities because injustices, oppressions, and extinctions are antithetical to the proliferation of joy and wonder, and so we should work to eradicate them. I'm not speaking for all of you, right? This is just me. I'm trying to do something in my own brain that holds it all together for me. Take it if you want it, don't. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. Joy and wonder. And believe it or not, I'm going to talk more about it in like a week or two. All right. But until then, amen and blessed be. Please rise now in body or in spirit for our closing hymn. Open the window, number 1022 in your teal hymnals. 1022.
Open the window, children. Open the window now. Open the window, children. window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Mama and the papa are fighting like snakes. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Babies are crying like a heart will break. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, children. Open the window now. Open the window, children. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, let the dove fly in.
Neighbors lock their doors, build fences so high.
Open the window, let the dove fly in.
Don't see what's discovered on the other side.
Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, children. Open the window now. Open the window, children. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, let the dove fly in.
Orders round the windows, orders round the world. Orders round the window, let the dove fly in. Orders round the people, orders round the mile.
Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, children. Open the window now. Open the window, children. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, let the dove fly in.
Some people have money, some people have none.
Open the window, let the dove fly in.
What's the use of money if your heart's gone numb?
Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, children. Open the window now. Open the window, children. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, let the dove fly in. This big old world is a great big mess. Open the window, let the dove fly in.
Open the window, find peace and rest.
Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, children. Open the window now. Open the window, children. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, let the dove fly in. Open the window, let the dove fly in.
Oh, I did it again. I just got so excited with that song. Please take a hand or shoulder of someone near you. The flames from our chalice and our candles are extinguished. Their light lives on in each of us, the flames binding our community as they empower us to reach toward justice. Go, live into yourself, and by doing so, inspire others to do the same. Amen, and blessed be.
somebody come up behind me and I wasn't sure who that was. Was that the I was gonna say like I was like, how much you remember?